My name is Julissa, and this is Tree Summer Company. Matara, this side of her, this her room, is gone. My mom's asleep, and she's gonna go to church tonight, which is hypothetical church, but she calls it her church, her time to praise Jesus, because obviously she can't get up in the morning early enough to go to actual church. And me, I don't feel like getting up and sitting there. And I've been to church before, but it's usually boring. The church that I used to go to, which was when I was little, and it wasn't, I went faithfully. I only went because when I went over to my dad's house, my grandpa made me go to church on Sunday. Sometimes I'd have to wake up at 7 and get to church at 9, which is really ridiculous because it's Sunday, it's the weekend, the church service starts and it doesn't end until like 1, the classes, and then you'd stay until like 3. I just don't go to church. 7th grade, people started becoming Christian. And before people were Christian, but 7th grade was just like the big peak of being Christian. So they started a Bible study 7th grade year. And the Bible study got even bigger 8th grade year. 8th grade, they were talking about reading the Bible for a book. Like, here's the reading list. Animal Farm, The Giver, the Bible. I think it was kind of illegal. The Bible is just a really big book. I mean, really big. I mean, it's like reading a Stephen King book, and I just don't want to. Most of these Bible things were like girls. So as we enter high school, yeah, you can kind of break off who's going to actually stay with the Bible and who's not. Because those girls that were like, I am going to be abstinent. I'm not going to have sex until I'm married. They get to high school and they're like, oh, what Bible? Yeah, what Bible study? I passed by the classroom and that they're having their new Bible study in. And it is significantly smaller. I mean, it's just smaller. Before, it was a whole classroom of girls and some boys, and now it's just about 15 people. Yeah, it didn't work out so well. So the Bible study got canceled. Then junior year comes up, and I don't know if it was me and, people finding themselves in high school. And the questions come barging in about, now, Julissa, are you an atheist? Do you go to church? You don't believe in God? Gosh. Whenever somebody asks me this, I say, I'm just not committed to a religion. And that just kind of breaks the ice, and I just actually built the ice. So in this one class, it just became like a topic. Not like a real topic, like a big topic, but it would always come up. And so one day, the teacher finally says it, and I've been knowing he was going to say it one day. Who in here doesn't believe in God? And my hand went up in the air. Straight up. I mean, really, it just went up. And I went up and I just looked at him, and he looked at me. And then I looked around the room, and I was the only one with my hand up in the air. And I was like, oh. Well, I guess a lot of people don't like me now because I have my hand up in the air. And we're in Texas, and I go to a country school. So you can probably tell with those details that everybody was judging me now. He says, oh, okay, one, that's interesting. Okay, you can put your hand down. And then he says it. He's just, who in here does believe in God? And everybody's hand goes up. Obviously, everybody's hand goes up because, I mean, me raising my hand, being the only one that raised my hand, isn't enough for him to verify that everyone else believes in God in the room. So, he says, oh, okay, so how many people have seen God recently? And his hand goes down. And a lot of other people's hand go down. I kid you not, 10 people in the room, still have their hand in the air. I'm not talking about going to church seeing God. I'm talking about who has literally seen to God, talked to him, like, and seen him, one-on-one. And so other people's hands go down. I look around the room, 2 people's hands are still in the air, just there. And I'm like, okay, great, okay. No, I'm not talking to those people. I don't talk to them, so it's okay. That's pretty creepy. I know he was creeped out. I was creeped out personally. And a lot of other people were, like, creeped out. I'm not saying that it's all wrong to just, believe in God and see God and have one-on-one conversations. Because I know people have dreams about God, and he came to me and he said, everything's gonna be all right. But I have dreams that, Benedict Cumberbatch says he's gonna marry me one day. And I don't go waving around that I'm gonna marry Benedict Cumberbatch because he told me yesterday at about 12:45 in the morning. But people being atheist, people being Jewish, people being Muslim, it doesn't affect your life. So stop. It's annoying and obnoxious and annoying and obnoxious and really, really obnoxious. And I mean really obnoxious. P.S. you guys, this shirt works in my favor because I actually didn't know I was wearing this shirt until I actually looked down and saw it. I should probably be getting back to doing stuff with my life, which is... Actually, it's nothing. But, I mean, obviously you don't want to sit here for the next 10 hours watching me do absolutely nothing. So, I'm going to turn off the videos now. And just in case you didn't see it, trees. Trees. I don't want you nagging me about not having a tree in my video. I'm not going to say any names. Laura.